Welcome back, everybody. Millions of people across America right now are thinking about pursuing opportunity abroad, leaving this place, and maybe they should. Maybe the young generation who lives life absent of any kind of opportunity as it becomes more and more expensive, maybe they should pursue those opportunities in other places. I think the age of opportunity in America is coming to an end, and people are feeling that. We sense it. Even if we don't know what it is, we sense that something has changed. We sense that, we feel that having a family, having kids in this world is just crazy. Why would you do that? It's so expensive. The world is so vile. It's so horrible. Haven't you seen who we have in office? Yes, I see all that, but I think it's much more simple than that. Leave. Get out. Pursue life somewhere else. Pursue happiness somewhere else. Do what you can to get out of this place, because this place isn't for anyone anymore.
I saw a TikTok from a young person yesterday, bro, and this shit hit me in my gut. He said if he could go back in time and prevent himself from being bored, he would. Because he was like, what's the point in even being alive if your entire life is struggle? He did everything right. He never got in trouble, never knocked nobody up, stayed in school, got a degree in computer engineering, and he can't get no job. And in a capitalistic country like America, if you don't got no money, you're going to suffer. You're going to suffer every single day till you get some bread. And that's just the truth. I've been there. But the situation has never been more hopeless for young people in this country. And to those young people, I have advice for you. Listen, if you are young.
Before we let him get on, I think that because my viewership, it tends to be on the older side. And maybe those of us who are closer to my age, who still have to really go through this, you're not around retirement age. You didn't get into the job market. You didn't start building your life when things are as difficult as they are now. So you may not understand just how difficult it has become, but all the information's out there and we've talked about it ad nauseum. It's incredibly difficult. Imagine getting out of college right now and you're going face to face in the job market, right? You're going to head with people who have 10, 15, 20 years of work experience for entry level jobs. Imagine being saddled with $200,000 of student loan debt to get a master's because you said that was going to set you up for a life of opportunity, and that's going to make you more competitive, and that's going to let you have a higher income right out the gate when you can't even find an entry-level job in the area of study that you've put almost a decade of study into. This is incredibly disheartening, and it's the sign of a broken system. We can put personal responsibility on this and you can say, well, they probably got a meaningless degree, but no, engineers, lawyers, computer science majors are getting out of college now and really not having anywhere to go, whether it be AI or a lot of the layoffs that were produced by AI. It's a completely different landscape that people have to operate in, and it is a landscape that's incredibly hostile. So it is a broken system. But the thing is, everyone knows it's a broken system, but there's no redress that's actually being drawn upon to actually change the system for the better of people, to make it so the next generations that are coming up right now can actually succeed and turn this country into something better than it already is. And it's not even good now. What we live in now in this country, in what civilization has become, is just slavery with the trappings of freedom. Any real act of originality or creativity that can get you to break away from that system is usually looked at with suspicion. But you shouldn't be suspicious of trying to make your life better. It should be the goal. You can go ahead back. Good boy. Because that's what freedom is now. Freedom is just life outside that wheel that we continually run on. You have to break away from it. You have to cut the chain in the dependence to that system. And that's why you see the only people that are really living their lives fulfilled are people who have online businesses, people who are able to actually run their own businesses or hustles, whatever that may be. Even at a reduced income, it's often enough to live a much better life in another country than it is in America. I would trade a $55,000 job in Europe for a $100,000 job in America. And I know that because I've been both of these people. Life in America making $100,000 isn't anything special. There's nothing to do here. Our culture is nothing. It's vapid, it's empty, it's vacuous. It's lacking of anything that actually fulfills us as humans. The only things that we have to do in this country are shop and eat. And when we talk to people, we just talk about shopping and eating, or we talk about the wheel that we run on all day. It's not something that's for people. And it's not something that the next generation should just haphazardly walk into if they have the opportunity to pursue happiness and opportunity somewhere else.
Able-bodied, educated, and you don't got nothing weighing you down. You don't got a husband or a wife that needs you here. You don't got parents that need you here. You don't got kids that need you here. Leave the fucking country. Get the fuck out of here. Liquidate everything. I don't want to hear it all was too expensive. If all these migrants can walk here and figure it out, you can figure it out. Sell everything. Start applying for jobs overseas. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You got your whole future ahead of you. Why are you wasting it in a country that don't got nothing for you? Like, leave. You see, the thing you got to understand about America is that it's like an abusive relationship. We believe that this is the best we're ever going to get because that's what they've told us. That could not be further from the truth. America is a shit show. America is ghetto. America is abusive. And we all have Stockholm Syndrome right now. You don't owe this country nothing because this country has done nothing for you or your future. Leave while you can. Is it going to be hard to leave your family behind? Yes. Is it going to be hard to ingratiate yourself in a new culture? Absolutely. But you will find that other nations like Europe or Canada or fucking South America, Asia, hell, even Africa, you will find that you're not going to be as stressed. You're not going to be as anxious. You're not going to be as worried about your day-to-day survival as you are here. This country is ghetto. I'm trying to tell you, man. And it'd be one thing, right?
Honestly, it's a big thing that when you do actually get away from this thing, even if you tell your family that, hey, I'm going to go live somewhere else, I'm going to go live in another country for a few months or a few years. Americans are so indoctrinated to this system that we think that this is the safest place on earth, while at the same time we have mass shootings happening almost every day in this country. You can't send your kids to school if you have kids without the fear that it's going to get shot up. That's not something that exists anywhere else in the world. America has dangerous places in it. Yeah, of course. The world has dangerous places in it. But I will say, as somebody who's lived abroad, that America feels far more hostile and far more dangerous, even in the most mundane situations, than pretty much anywhere else I've been on this planet. This is a nation that's held together by tension, a general unease, and you feel it. It's palpable. We all feel it. We get used to it. We get used to the humming of the economic machine that drives us into such misery. But it's there, and it's always there. It's pervasive. But we can pursue something else. We can pursue something much higher in another place. And we shouldn't let the insecurities of those who are in our family stop us from actually pursuing those things, because those are usually going to be based on either their ignorance or their insecurities that they were never actually able to pursue the things that you have set your mind to.
You was making a little bit of money here. It's not perfect, but you got a little bit of motion. You making it work here. That'd be one thing. If you ain't making nothing shake out here, why the fuck you still here, bro? Seriously. I'm lucky. I started making money at the exact right time. I graduated college at the exact right time. I bought a house at the exact right time, right? If I was late to any of that, I would be as down bad as y'all are. And best believe I wouldn't be here. I'd have been gone. I would have been gone. The difference between me and y'all is that there was at least light at the end of my tunnel. They done snuffed that shit out. Leave, bro. I'm trying to tell you, it's not worth it. This country ghetto as hell.
Well, absolutely. Listen, if you're a young person, get out of this country. Go somewhere else. Understand, right? Don't listen to what they've been telling you. Understand that there's opportunity all over this planet, right? It doesn't have to be in America. You know, the countries that you used to think were poor countries are actually doing quite well. You know, not all, but still, like I said, you don't need $100,000. You don't need $100,000 a year just to meet the basic necessities like you do in America. In South Florida, where I'm at here, to live a comfortable life here, to have a family, you need to make an average of $210,000 a year. The median wage down here is still $40,000. How is it possible? It's not possible. Go somewhere else. That's not the life that you should want to walk into if you don't have to. That's not the system that you want to participate in if you don't need to. And the thing is, you don't need to. This is a time where it's easier than any other time to migrate to another place, to actually live your life, to pursue the kind of happiness that you know you deserve, that you actually do deserve. I want my country to be better, but it needs to learn the hard lesson of being forsaken by the generation that is supposed to maintain it. because all you've become is a mechanism for maintenance and not a person. Live in another country and realize that your humanity is still appreciated, that you can still pursue the things that are worth pursuing, the things that are supposed to define you throughout your life aren't simply attaining assets, aren't simply making money. It's actually having a life. It's having experiences. It's having friendships and social bonds with people. More than just on social media, more than just at the workplace, because you don't spend your life in toil to pursue a dollar that is rapidly diminishing. You can actually have things. You can have happiness and friendships. You can build families, and simply because it costs less, but more than that, because you can actually find meaning in existing in a culture that values humanity, that values you as the individual, as you are part of the society and community. All these things mean nothing in America. They stop meaning. I don't know when the last time community was a thing here, because we're too busy. The work-life balance in America is so weighted towards work that you don't have a life. And that is pervasive throughout our culture. So no one has the time to have lives. That's why no one has friends. That's why everyone feels isolated. That's why no one has purpose, because they can't afford the permission to do so. It sounds mad when I describe, because it is a system of madness. And it's one that you don't have to participate in. You can leave. You can pursue that opportunity anywhere else, truly anywhere else. Pick a continent and I guarantee you can find it there. It may not have the same trappings as we have here, but do we need all this shit? Do I need these glasses? Do I need this new hybrid? Well, yeah, because my truck wasn't so safe for the kid. But you get the point. You can actually have a life. It's not just I wake up, I get ready for work, I go to work, I come home, I don't have enough time to cook, so I eat some fast food, my health degrades, I don't have any friends. I leave my dog alone for 14 hours a day because I'm working, so he's depressed too. I can't afford to have a family. I have roommates, that's the closest thing I'm gonna have to friends, because I can't afford to have a place on my own because nobody can, and they're too busy working anyway, so we never actually see each other. So we're just strangers moving past each other day by day as we get older and older, and any sense of achievement is trivialized because it doesn't have the right monetary appreciation attached to it. Go somewhere else. Live somewhere else. Explore. Take the time that you need. Make money in America and go somewhere else. People want to say, well, we have millions of people who are fighting to come to America. They come here to make money. They don't come here to appreciate the culture. They don't come here for the freedoms, because the freedoms don't exist anymore. They don't come here for the rights, because the rights are meaningless and trampled upon every day. They come here for the money. And yes, they send it back because that's what is important to them. Our flag, our banner, our colors of this country mean nothing anymore, because all they are meant to do is to support a capitalistic system that drains the life force of its people for the benefit of a few. And if you're not one of the few, then escape it. Escape it or bring it down and create something that's actually for the people. America will be a great place to live at some point in the future, but this is not it. Not anymore. Having the luxury of having 15 different kinds of fast food within a 1 mile radius isn't a cultural highlight that you should be proud of. That's just the availability of a resource that makes sure that you're not wasting time between jobs. When you can't have a career and all you can have is different side hustles because there's no security, and even the job that is your career doesn't pay enough for you to actually get the things that you're supposed to have to achieve the American dream, leave it. Go somewhere else. This nation has a sickness, and it's a financial and economic one, and the normal individual person cannot solve it. It takes communal responsibility and action to actually bring it down and replace it with something else. But in absence of any kind of community or collective understanding or coherence of action, nothing will change. Escape it. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else because your life is worth more. Go somewhere else because the opportunity is out there. Save up just a little bit of money and go travel a bit and see how people live. See how happy they are. See them outside doing things. See them having friends. See them having coffee with each other till 1 o'clock in the morning. And that's fine to do on a Tuesday night, because in the work-life balance in other countries, life means more than work, because they work to live. They don't live to work. Abolish this system or escape it. If you're still here at this point, like and subscribe. Think about becoming a member. Tell me what you think. I say get out of this place. Get out of it. I am only here as long as I have to be. And yeah, we're here to make money, blah, blah, blah. But I am tickled pink that at least for the next 3 years, I get to spend 6 months or so out of this country and actually enjoy life outside of the consumeristic circus that this country has become. But think about becoming a member. Leave a donation for the channel. No sponsorships here. We love you guys. And I want you guys to have the best life possible, honestly. 100,000 subscribers almost, and I want everyone to do well. But very few are. And for those of you who have worked hard enough, you were born in the right time, or you're born into the right family, you know, truly I'm happy for you. But for the rest of us, we have to do what we have to do. And if the system doesn't serve us, don't serve the system. Because this is meant to be the land of the free. And the land of the free can be wherever you make it, but you have to make it. So, thanks for stopping by, everyone. Have a good week.